it's the lifeblood of like our marketing engine. And I think there's two things that are great about it from our perspective. One is exactly what you said, is allows you to be highly targeted. You can sort of find people, who in whatever, but there's demographic targeting, or they like similar brands, or so that's really helpful. And probably even more importantly for us is you can measure efficacy, like down to the, whatever level of detail you want. And there's the old sort of advertising adage that like, I know half my marketing budget is wasted, I just don't know which half. And for us, that's just not true. Like we know exactly by channel, by sort of, whatever cut you want to take, like this is exactly our cost to acquire that customer, and we can sort of adjust our spend accordingly. And it doesn't mean you don't have to invest in the brand, like you do. Like if all you do is just acquisition marketing, but you don't have a compelling brand story, like it's going to actually show up in lower click-through, lower conversion. But ultimately, like, when our advertising dollars are, going against Facebook or paid content marketing or, social channels, like we know exactly how effective that spend is.
Yeah, the product has to be 4 or 5 star today. If you start getting 1, 2 star reviews, you just get demolished, don't you? Like it seems impossible to me that you can build a real brand if you don't have a large percentage of people having a 4 or 5 star experience, because people talk. Social media has changed everything. Like if your product sucks, like when the movie sucks, like Batman versus Superman, people hate it and they're just like, or Suicide Squad, like it just spreads immediately. Even before you have a chance to consider buying a ticket, everybody's told you not to.
Yeah, no, it has to perform. And it was funny because we were, when we were raising money really early on before even launch, we're talking to like tech investors and they're talking to us about like MVP. And we're like, no, this can't be MVP. Like it's a razor blade, like it's got to actually work and it's got to perform. And that'll
cut some people and
yeah, exactly.
These razors cut my skin 1 star.
Yeah, and so we've invested a ton in that. I mean, that was the number one reason why we bought this factory and why we've sort of taken an approach to like, hey, product first, like it's got to perform. You're taking a knife to your face, and then sort of a brand that is helps communicate that, but also helps sort of I guess embody a point of view in the world and a lifestyle aesthetic that resonates with people. And then, an acquisition marketing engine that helps us get the word out effectively.
How do you get those? Do you spend a lot of time, since we're talking about e-commerce, direct-to-consumer, and the power of the consumer, do you spend a lot of time trying to recruit people to write reviews? And that same segmentation on the way in, since hey, this person's in month 8 or 9, they've referred 5 people, that's the person you want. Because their NPS score is probably 9 or 10, right?
Yep.
They've proven they've referred people, so they haven't just said, hey, I'm likely to tell a friend. Do you try to get those people specifically to write reviews? Because I know this is like the next thing I'm seeing some of my startups do, which is these are the 7% of our customers who are super loyal and can't shut up about us, and then you start developing relationships with them and try to get them to write reviews.
Yeah, we don't specifically solicit them to write reviews, but we do sort of, one of the things that we view as the amazing power of direct-to-consumer is exactly that. It's that you have that relationship. So like we will email all of our customers, like if you order from Harry's, within 10 days of receiving the product, you get an email from somebody on the Harry's team, and there's no real agenda. It's just to actually see how you're doing, how you like the product. We solicit that feedback. It starts a dialogue. It builds a relationship. And then for our customer, that's where we actually get a lot of ideas around new product development. And for customers who are advocates, we do have referral programs and stuff like that gives them an opportunity to advocate and refer the product. But ultimately that ability to just develop that relationship and sort of have a conversation that's a human conversation is what's really different about us, but also sort of direct-to-consumer brands broadly versus some of the legacy brands that are out there.
Hey everybody, let me take a moment to tell you about Braintree, and our focus this week is marketplaces. As you know, marketplaces are a huge trend in our industry, right? Uber's a marketplace for transportation. Thumbtack is a marketplace for services. And marketplaces are an amazing new business model. They're gaining in popularity. You have 2-sided marketplaces, 3-sided marketplaces. But what it means is that customers can purchase goods and services from multiple providers, right? You've got a bunch of people here on the supply side, and you got a bunch of people on the demand side. You put them together. Sometimes people call it collaborative consumption or the sharing economy. But all of these merchants are on one platform, hopefully yours. And you need to manage all this. You need to have a payment system that does that. So if you owned a tutoring company, let's say, and students pay from their phones at the end of the session, you would collect payment and then you pay your sub-merchants, the tutors. Well, you can designate a service fee with each transaction, and Marketplace will distribute the funds to you and the sub-merchant, right? So that's what Braintree's been working on, is these great new features, including around marketplaces, and it makes it super easy. You can, they'll help you with the onboarding of the sub-merchants, right? Those tutors or people who, are organizers or clean up your garage or chefs, whatever it is on your platform, on your marketplace. And they don't charge you any additional fees for this. You set up a marketplace using their standard pricing. A lot of my startups use Braintree, almost all of them, I think. And you can learn more by visiting braintreepayments.com/twist. braintreepayments.com/twist. Marketplaces are a great place to be as an entrepreneur, and Braintree is going to make it super simple for you. Go ahead and check out braintreepayments.com/twist. Okay, let's get back to this amazing episode.